Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Apoorva. If you have seen my previous vlog, I have mentioned that I would like to do weekly pregnancy updates, at least from now. I'm currently 34 weeks pregnant, and yeah, the story that I'm going to tell you is a week-old story. Last week I had a chest pain all of a sudden. The day before I had my regular doctor appointment where I went and saw my gynec. It was all okay. By the time I returned home, I was feeling very weak and I didn't have any energy left. So I was just sitting on the couch and just had some food for the night and slept. When I wake up the next day morning, it's still the same. I don't have energy. I was also feeling lightheaded and dizzy. So I was not able to do anything, and I was just sitting and relaxing on the couch playing some music. I think around 1 p.m. I suddenly started feeling the chest pain, and then I stood up and had some water and also tried to adjust my position and see if that helps, but it didn't help me. And I also did some research on Google. So is it okay to have chest pain, because I never had it. Google is too scary if you go in depth. I didn't go in depth, but even on the top page it was mentioned that if you are pregnant and if you have chest pain and you're feeling dizzy and lightheaded, it's better to consult a doctor. So I called my OBGYN, and so the nurse answered the call and she explained my situation to the doctor, and then the doctor spoke to me and suggested me to go to the ER. So I asked why. So the doctor says when you're pregnant, there is high risk of having a clot in the lungs. So if that's there, they need to treat it immediately. Then I told her, is it okay? I didn't have food, so I'll have food and try to relax, and if it gets worse, I'll definitely go. But she suggested me do not wait if the same symptoms persist for another 30-40 minutes. Okay, then I said okay. I had my food, and tried to relax for an hour, and so it was okay. It was not too painful, but it was as if someone is pulling you from inside. So it's a different feeling. I couldn't explain in a better way. Initial pain intensity is reduced, so I thought it's okay. And then I called my husband and told the same and asked him to come early if we have to go to the hospital, because we just have one car and I don't have a car to go to the hospital. And by the time he came again, the chest pain started. So we went to the ER. So we sat there for an hour. After a bed is available, they allotted me a bed, and then they performed some blood tests just to check whether everything is okay. And then the doctor comes and explains me that they're worried is just to find out whether I have a blood clot in my lungs or not. If that's not there, I'm completely fine. I'm going out of breath while I'm talking. And the first test they have to do is a D-dimer test, wherein the doctor says mostly the result would be false positive because I'm pregnant. So if it is false positive, it doesn't give any proof of result that I do not have a clot in my lungs, and they have to go with the CT scan. If I go with the CT scan, the baby may be affected due to the radiation. We didn't have an option. We went with the D-dimer test, and at least we were hoping that it doesn't turn up positive. But as they said, it came positive. And now it's up to us. She suggested the only option to rule out this scenario is to go with the CT scan. As a matter of fact, she told me that due to radiation, babies would be born with child cancer, and few babies would be born with small head and all. By listening to it, it was so scary and I was already in tears. But the doctor also suggested me, if you really have a clot, it's life-threatening. If we can't keep you safe, we cannot even keep the baby safe. So it's better to find out. I was completely okay to go with the CT scan till the time she said, if there is any impact on the babies would be born with child cancer and all, which I couldn't digest at that point of time, even now too. So after carrying the baby for this many weeks and all, it's the last thing that you wanna hear. And so my husband and I discussed. He also suggested that it's no point if the doctor says it's life-threatening. Even the option that was left out for us was just to go ahead with the CT scan. But this particular baby thing was bothering me, but I have no option because she says that if it's really a clot, it's life threatening, and they have to use some blood thinners and all to deal with it. So finally, all that doubts, confusion, worry and everything, I went to the CT scan. They covered my belly with some sheets which avoids bit of radiation. I don't know how much it helped, but finally, yeah, I'm done with the CT scan and it came negative. So at least that part is ruled out, but this was stuck in my head. So I just wanted to share this with you guys because it may help your friends or yourselves when you're really into that situation. So that is it for this 34th week update, and I'll see you soon. Bye.